Hello everybody, this is Chris, and this is going to be my Elden Ring playthrough. Sometimes I talk a lot, sometimes I'm not so much, but I try to keep it a balance of both. Let's get started. Alright, the starter classes I recommend would be Vagabond. This is going to be like your sword and board type. Starts with heavy armor. You probably just want to choose between the halberd or the sword to get your equipment weight at medium. I'll show you that when we get started. Here's your basic mage type. This is a really good like dexterity melee type, like high DPS. That katana will take you to the end of the game. It's like starting really good. Or you can go with this as your paladin type, your healer type. They use what's called faith. That's their faith-based, the priesty stuff. For this playthrough, I'm going to show you how I play through as an astrologer. And keep it boring. This helps me know which playthrough this is. You can go with probably golden seed's good. I go with the key just to unlock more stuff. And then choose a race. This guy. And you can futz around with all this detailed stuff. Save it. Have like a template you liked. I haven't done any of that. So let's get going.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. and one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Couple things I like to do. I don't have that equipped. Otherwise, we're okay. We won't go over items all the time as I get them, but we'll take a look at them at some point. Just kind of go down here. Don't worry about this guy. He's supposed to kill you.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
So you just jump down here. This is a little tutorial area, get you kind of warmed up. Oh, make sure I'm not. Yep. There's a guy up there who will shoot at you. What was that? I don't know what the deal is with the shield guys. I mean, he's not gonna attack me, I guess. That was a mistake. Oh. That's what happens when you sneak up behind him. You basically get a critical. What I did there, I just held my block down. I blocked his attack and then I could counterattack. Usually guarantees a critical too. Oh bullshit with this guy. And this just takes you back to where you started the game. But you get this little thing here. And if you rest at the grace, you get your hit points back, but everything is refreshed. But all the monsters respawn too. And if you die, that's how you'll return. Just take it in. The following leaves at the beginning of that video is talking about this tree here that's called the Erd tree. Let's come over here and start picking stuff up.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
So, the most important lesson you should know by now with Elden Ring, especially the having you die on purpose there, is you're going to die a lot. A lot. Second lesson in Elden Ring is you don't have to fight everything. In fact, you should not. You fight this guy at this stage of the game, that guy on that horse, you will fail. And that is by design. And what he was talking about, this guidance of grace, if you look at the map, it's telling you where to go.
Tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods. I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
That is a good idea. We'll get a crafting kit and a torch.
I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
I always target lock and then dodge first attack. Only do one attack. Don't want to get greedy. It's like do an attack, evade, attack, evade. If I had a better shield, I'd probably just block and counter attack. But I still take quite a bit of damage though. I guess I took not much. Wow. My shield's not that strong. Negates 70% damage. I guess not bad. Alright, we'll do counterattacks then. Way easier to do. I mean, I could magic him down too. That's... That little ball down there will replenish your health potions, but I don't need them. I'm going to avoid this area for now. Go around this way.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Can't level up yet. And we'll go back over here. First, this is just where I map my turret. You're going to use this one a lot, so I recommend one of these buttons. Then go back here.
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers? This tiny golden aura is the grace of the Erdtree. This light once shone in the eyes of your tarnished brethren, but now it is all that guides you. Or so I hear. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod, who inherited a fragment of the shattered Elden Ring. If the rays of grace signal the castle, then the Elden Ring beckons you. As an ally by pact, I pray that you are fit to face the challenge presented by the ring. Upon the cliff in Castle Stormvale is a shard bearer, a demigod. If the rays of then the Elden, as an ally, pray that you are fit to face the
Like these little areas are just mini puzzles. There's different solutions for each one. So that was our map. So picking that fragment just revealed all this stuff here. And we are just here out of all this. Now the game does say to go this way. Eventually will tell you to go here. This is Stormville Castle that they're talking about. This is the Shard Bearer where the boss is. If you go here this early, he's gonna whip your ass. So you should explore all this first. Ouch. Oh. That is going to happen a lot. Lesson learned. I can't counterattack because my swing is too slow compared to theirs. Oops. So if I'm not able to get to that spot where my ruins are, then they're gone forever. As long as I go over here and pick them up, you don't lose your ruins. And this is basically the currency of how you level up and buy things in the game. So it's gold and experience. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come over by himself. So play it smarter. Don't fight them two at a time if you can't help it. So what happens there, if you can get that first thud, was I poise broke him with the counterattack. So if your poise meter maxes out, it's a hidden thing in the game, then you can automatically land a critical attack. It's a good timing to have down. You can hold as much crap as you want in your inventory. It's only when you equip it does it actually count against you as far as the weight goes. We don't need to kill everybody in here either. We just need those two items and this stone coming up here. Note that I'm playing a mage, but for the most part, you know, it's a resource, and if I can kill him with just the sword, it's for free, more or less. Like, I'll get the spells out if it's a harder encounter to do, I guess. I'm gonna get this guy himself. Oh boy. Get out. God bless Miyazaki. His blessing is upon me. For that fight. I should have died. Drink our other flask. Whew. That gets the blood flowing. And that's all we need from here. So this next part, so you should, you know, this is where you're supposed to go, but I know a bit more, so I'm going to get items that's going to help me get set up to play the game. I mean, this is an open world. You have all this. Nothing stopping you from going and exploring. So that's what we're going to do. Torrent is way fast. Can outrun most problems. Grab this grace.
Everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken, even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them, and that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough, and finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
searching for my purpose, given to me by my mother inside the Earth Tree, long ago, for the reason that I yet live, burned and bodiless. There is something for which I must apologize. I've acted the Finger Maiden, yet can offer no guidance. I am no maiden. My purpose was long ago lost.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me ask you something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order? Yes, you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back. But that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper Tarnished, like you. There's a myriad of battle arts in these lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who raised their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale, all told of true chivalric romance. That's how I fell in love with the sword, and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself. Well, until we meet again.
So I am not very good at parry, so we're going to take that off my shield with the no skill. Cool. Where do I want to go from here? We'll go east. You don't have to go for that. I was just feeling confident.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. No, there's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say. Well played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this. Once again, pleasure is mine. I am the warrior Jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war. And beyond these lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter? I'm heading eastward to Redmane Castle, on the southern edge of the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. I've heard there's to be a festival held there.
That's just a weird thing. But I said that a lot about things in this game. Like a pumpkin dude. That is weird.
Oh dear. Am I terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
Like, you'll definitely want to ride around on Torrent and get comfortable with Torrent.
There's no mistake, is there? Death has left its mark once again. Ah, a tarnished, are you? I'm known as D. I hunt down those who live in death and weed their death root. Heed my warning. The village here has been touched by death. And worse yet, it is home to a mariner. If you value your life, then go no further. The village here has been touched by death. Turn back while you still can.
That thing up to the right, left, I mean, it's purple. That's the Mariner. We're going to avoid him for now. Okay, I'm looking for something. Over here. Here's the turtles. We want to go this way. You know what? Let's go for it. So these like sword graveyards is where a major battle took place that they'll talk about in the lore at some point. The reason I'm going this way is I don't want to do the invasion. Or am I in trouble? So you know you're being invaded when you can't summon Tort. Oh, I almost sweated that one out. The reason there's a giant firewall here is they're trying to keep whatever gross crap is in here away from the rest of the world. Yeah, that bird is creepy as hell. Oh, the first hour is already done. Let's start it up the second hour.